I don't want to look at things, but I'm gonna need them. Yay. Okay. Spectrum Suite, Stephen Halpern. Listening to this music may be helpful to your health. Stephen Halpern's historic composition that has revolutionized the sound of modern music. On this recording, his first in an entire series of anti-frantic alternatives, Stephen Halpern not only performs on his exquisite keyboard, but he plays your human instrument. Look at this guy. What a champ. Side 1. Spectrum Suite 1 through 7. Key of C to B. Harmonics of the body. Yeah. Belmont, California. I know I'm sick, I'm sorry. Side 1, Fender Rhodes electric piano. Side 2, electric piano, organ, guitar lassos. Don't know. Electric flute. What's a guitar lasso? I don't know. Where's my thing? Oh my god, it's right there. I'm so special. Okay. PhD director of Spectrum Research Institute, is a recognized pioneer in the field of sound health. He's been a featured speaker of conferences in the US, England, and serves as a consultant to the businesses and hospitals. 2. Dr. Halpern is the author of Tuning the Human Instrument, an Owner's Manual, as well as composer of Anti-Frantic Alternative. This is Spectrum Suite. How to use it. By focusing your attention on the area of the body that is being resonated by the tones, many listeners are able to visualize the corresponding color. The combined effect of the sound and color spectrum seems to enhance the overall meditative and relaxational effect. I know my eyes crossing. Ready? See it? Whoa. Okay. Many people say Halpern's music continuously provides a soothing and serene backdrop for a wide range of social and professional contexts, including hospitals, waiting rooms, business offices, yoga centers, and throughout the home. When you experience this music yourself, you will know why so many thousands of listeners agree that Halpern sounds represent something truly unique in this world of music. Very coolio. Please note, frequent cleaning is recommended to maintain the silence that is built into this recording. What a gem. Dude, it's a piano made out of crystals. Is it? Someone help. Help. What? This guy's epic. Let's look at the jacket. Not that special, but also special at the same time because its mere existence is special, and you can tell that it's like very handmade. Not really, but like, you know what I'm saying. 1977. Wow, they were on something then. Can you see it? Okay, this needs to be saved for the evening when there are evening feelings. Yeah. let's save this for a second. Well, let's save this for a second because this is a whole thing. I don't want to go through every single one. How could I not? This is what got me, part 6. The arpeggio and how to make one. Turning arpeggios into counter melodies, the open position or a 10th chord. That's why I picked it. Now, this is on another level. The swing era, the music of 1940 to 1941. First off, it was put out by Time, Lifetime, Time's Life. Time owned Life, Life magazine. And although I'm not specifically the biggest swing music fan, I appreciate its compilation here, printed in the USA, cherry. I just appreciate its existence, and this is why it's here, because it's an anthology, you know. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Someone put that type. Look at that type. That type is beautiful. That font, whatever it is, let's ask ChatGPT. I need 2 phones. Let's see. What is he? Look at this. Wow. It looks even better on camera. Just like a magical thing here. How is this $2.50? The heyday of swing. Swing was a verb that musicians used long before press agents began employing it as a noun or as an adjective describing both an attitude towards music and a special way of performing it. Quote, I was trying to get a band together that would play dance music in a free musical style, writes Benny Goodman. And the king of swing, looking back to his efforts to organize a band in 1934. Okay, reflect on history for a second. Don't you think dancing would be essential? It's kind of like I think this is where we're coming to this point now, because things are about to get real hard. I mean, they already are hard, but quote, no white band had yet gotten together a good rhythm section that would kick out or jump or rock or swing. All expressions, ... describing the life and vitality that comes from music that is played at just the right tempo with a lot of enthusiasm and unified rhythmic snap. Now, if you've played jazz music in a group, as a musician, you understand what that feels like. Okay. In the sense that swing suggests rhythm and a regular propulsive oscillation, music has always had an element of swing, whether among primitive men dancing the swing drum rhythms or elegant Renaissance couples moving lightly to the I don't know what these 2 words mean. Is it pavane, P-A-V-A-N-E, pavane, and the saraband? Okay. The music now called swing is one current in a river. Its headwaters are African and European that is still influencing the development of music. Swing is a form of jazz, and such is definable up to a point. The drumming, chants, and dances which African slaves brought to America developed here into a new music. European musical ideas and instruments eventually gave black men in America new ways of expanding the marvelously complex rhythms of Africa into jazz, sometimes called the most truly representative of American art. Based on a study in this case, steady urgent beat, which constantly lifts and drives the music forward, jazz usually combines the voices of several instruments, sometimes reinforcing each other, sometimes in groups playing against each other, sometimes with one instrument soloing against a group background. The musicians usually start with a simple melody and add any number of variations, mostly improvised. Short, standardized musical phrases called riffs pop up often, providing rhythmic excitement for soloists and with ensembles. Jazz, its mood, a distillation of suffering and joy. Facts. Is a very emotional and communicative kind of music. Jazz started communicating in the 1890s when it emerged as a recognizable musical element. It came north from New Orleans, where the name apparently originated in barrel house saloons and in brothels. Barrel house saloons. I can only think of one true barrel house saloon in New York City in the Lower East Side. I don't think it's the lower. Is it the lower? You know what I'm talking about. Okay. And in brothels, and began enlivening the Chicago scene in the early 1920s. White men heard it there and helped to spread the sound across the land. Europeans heard it too and eventually brought jazz styles into the music of their dance and concert halls. I can't stop reading this because it's just awesome. Wow, there's so much information right here. Whoa. This is really special because cadenzas for ginger ale. The night at the Palomar? That must be a place. Open the Palomar date. That must be is it a venue? It's like King for Life. This is great. What? Okay. How the swing era is organized. Making the recordings for this series. Ooh. Do I read the whole thing? I could read the whole thing out loud. My throat is like, I am sick, so I probably shouldn't. I know it's bad that I went to a thrift store to look for records because I'm sick, but 1333. But I did go because I'd never been there and I have driven by it, and why would I not go? Because today I'm just kind of chilling about being sick, you know. I didn't touch anyone, and I'm not in the thick of it. I'm coming down. I'm on the descent, you know. They ignores. Okay, wait. This is what I want to know, is the recording parts. Many old masters have been destroyed. To transfer those numbers to long-playing records, the engineers have had to coax the music with some loss of fidelity from the worn grooves in the ancient shellac of aged 78 RPM records. The result at best has been pretty good. Monophonic sound, which can be electronically rechanneled to shunt some of the bass and some of the treble notes onto different tracks, producing a certain degree of stereo effect. So, that's what they were talking about when they say that they cut it from the highs and the lows, but it doesn't compress it, or No compression here. That's not relevant. I don't know. I don't know, my little mind. Reproducing. Okay, see, they remade this. What did I say? What year did I say? This was a tribute. See, what's it called? An introduction to swing era. Music of 1940 to 1941. Recreations produced by Dave Kavanaugh. All right, Dave. Appreciate you, Dave. Let's see. Why is there... I don't know. Okay, hold on. There's so much information here. This is great. There's so much. Okay, hold on. Imagine like being in that recording studio. It's so like this. So many buttons. I like buttons. Okay. I like options. Keep going, keep going. Okay. I'm doing me, reaffirming artistic faith. For many of them, playing these classic arrangements again is a reaffirmation of artistic faith. In a country that consumes popular music the way a car burns gas, just to get to the next station, they are testing the proposition that the popular music of their time had values that cannot be burned out or discarded. Not that the sidemen are solemn about it. They clown around between takes, and even the executive producer gets into the act. Before one of the Charlie Barnett takes, he says, "If you play it right, Charlie will send you each a wife for Christmas." Everybody knows Barnett has been married repeatedly. But the clowning stops at the record's edge. The musicians want to play each tune until they get it right. The soloists have been known to plead for just one more take after performances that satisfied both the executive producer and the engineer. They want to do it just a little bit better until it really swings. Ordinarily, musicians are satisfied to play the date and go home, early if possible. At this session, everybody hangs around to hear playbacks of all the final versions. They are chatting and joking, each keeping an ear cocked for his solo, congratulating each other on the big moments. Quote, "I play the lead on this one," end quote. Quote, "Make me know it," end quote. "Sounded just like Babe." "Oh boy, that was cute." Those were quotes. A couple of trumpeters break into a few impromptu Lindy steps. Gradually, the men drift out, still talking about their favorite music. One complains that his children are deaf to swing. Quote, "We dig their music, but they don't know the first thing about ours." He should have met the long-haired young rock musician who had been sitting in a corner during the session and who was getting up his own band. Quote, "I want a big band like this," he says, "but playing my own thing. These guys are beautiful. I've always dug big band records, but I didn't know it could still be played like this. It's like the band never broke up." This is a picture that was written from the editors of Time Life Records. This picture is quoted as "in post-session clowning." Condoli and Sharrock. Do a jitterbug step. Ooh. Look at this. Special. Very special and very cool. So. There's 6 sides. Okay. 3 total. In the Mood, Glenn Miller version. 2, You Made Me Love You, Harry James version. 3, Frenesy, Artie Shaw version. 4, Visit Has His Day, Les Brown version. 5, Deep River, Tommy Dorsey version. Continuing down, down, down. Benny Goodman, Charlie Barnett, Glenn Miller, Woody Herman, Earl Hines, Jimmy Lunsford, Harry James, a lot of Glenn Miller, Duke Ellington, Jan Savitt, all men. Is Jan a guy or a girl? My nose is like getting frustrated because of how dusty it is, and I'm sick. So I just have to breathe into my jacket really quick. Okay. I'm gonna keep it here. Okay. I only bought this one because of the picture. Are you ready? How? Look at this guy. What? I didn't even look at the record. It's probably scratched to all hell. I have no idea. Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Say, has anyone seen my sweet gypsy rose? That's me, sweet gypsy rose. You're a lady who's in the strawberry patch with Sally. You say the sweetest thing stepping out. I'm gonna boogie tonight. Candida, knock 3 times. What are you doing Sunday? What are you doing Sunday? Summer sand, look into my eyes, pretty woman. Oh my God. Tony Orlando and Dawn, greatest hits. What the hell? Look at this guy. 1975. I want to hear it though, because look at them. This is nuts. Look at these. Look at that. What? Okay, I have to take a break. I know they say sparkling water is bad for you, but it's just good, you know? So, yeah. Okay. Wow. How did I catch that? Oh my God. This is actually on top of my speakers, so it's like not gonna work really well. I don't know. Not really. Okay. I just swept my floor. How is it possible that I have to sweep it again? I just swept it. Okay. It's not gonna be good. It could be. I don't know. I think I put my thing away. Is there a better place to put this? It's not really the best angle, you know. Maybe back here? Why don't I like that angle? I don't know. Do I like that angle? Not really either. This is always my problem, is that I'm so OCD about the angle. I think it maybe there. Ooh, gotta edit that. Not really. It's okay. We'll survive here. That's better. Is that better? I don't know. We're going to start with side 5 because it says Swanee River, Florida, Swanee River. Tommy Dorsey version, you know. This is from the swing era. Can you deny this? No, you can't.